but it was obviously much different.
Shame on you. You are an embarrassment. You are an embarrassment. We're getting record-breaking cases every day, and you are doing nothing. You are falsifying information, and you are misleading the public. Over 4,000 people have died, and you are blaming the protesters. You guys have no plan, and you're doing nothing. Shame on you. Shame on you. Don't touch social distance. Don't touch me. Shame on both of you. You guys are misleading the public. You have no plan. 4,000 people have died, and we're getting record cases every day. Every day. Shame on you. You should resign, Ron DeSantis. Resign.
All right. You saw that, right? Well, Ron DeSantis is now getting heckled everywhere he goes. Now, I spoke to my uncle today, and ladies and gentlemen, he said everything in Florida is open right now, which explains why the numbers are just increasing. So first, you'll see an increase in cases. Probably in about a week or so, there should be increases in the deaths. That usually follows. So this came out in the Daily Mail. People are dying and you're doing nothing. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is heckled as coronavirus cases soar, and experts say state is the new Wuhan. That's what they're saying about Florida now. As Ron DeSantis began his remark, a young man began to heckle him, yelling, "People are dying and you are doing nothing." The heckler continued, "You are falsifying information and you are misleading the public. More than 4,000 people have died and you are blaming the protesters and you are doing nothing. Shame on you." DeSantis continued to talk over the heckler as he was removed from the room. I just interrupted a press conference in Miami-Dade to let Governor at Ron DeSantis, Florida, and Mayor Jimenez know that you are an embarrassment to Florida and that their incompetence and lack of planning has resulted in current public health crisis. Okay. So this activist that was yelling, his name is Thomas Kennedy. The heckler, Thomas Kennedy, boasted about the incident on Twitter. Kennedy is an activist with United We Dream, an immigrant youth-led organization. DeSantis, a Republican former naval officer and federal prosecutor, has come under fire for Florida's exploding number of coronavirus cases. A strong ally of Donald Trump, DeSantis wholeheartedly endorsed the president's push to reopen quickly. On Monday, the Florida Department of Health reported the second highest number of test results receiving in one day, which was 12,624 positive test results, and 35 deaths were reported to the state in the previous 24 hours. Florida had more new cases confirmed on Monday than all of Europe combined. Nearly half of Florida's intensive care units were at least 90% full on Thursday, and more than 1 in 5 completely full, according to the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration. Miami is now the epicenter of the pandemic, said Lillian Abo, an infectious disease specialist from the University of Miami Health System. We are seeing in Wuhan 6 months ago, now we're there. Carlos Jimenez, the Republican mayor of Miami-Dade County, confirmed Monday there were 2,000 people in the hospital, 400 in ICU wards, and 200 on ventilators. He said the positivity rate for COVID tests in his region was now over 25%. Jimenez has instituted a curfew at 10 p.m. to try to drive the rate down, he said. We don't want to overload the Miami-Dade hospitals, he said. We have to follow the rules, please. We can drive the level of contagion down. It's up to us to reduce the level, to protect each other and to protect the economy. Because if we don't, we'll have to take an additional measure and roll back some of the openings we had. The latest positivity rate for the entire state was 11.5%, a drop from nearly 20% last week. But you know, it fluctuates. You really can't go by that. There are now a total of 282,435 Florida cases confirmed and 4,277 deaths related to COVID-19. The state health department said last week the state hit a high death toll, but its daily fatalities remain far lower than the numbers seen in New York when it was the pandemic's epicenter. Well, you know what? It's too soon. This is really just the beginning for Florida as far as being, the epicenter. So you don't know what's going to happen in the coming weeks or even the months as time moves on. Despite the somewhat encouraging shift, the U.S. remains the worst hit country in the world, with more than 3.3 million coronavirus cases and more than 135,000 deaths. Hospitals in Miami-Dade County are now approaching capacity as coronavirus threatened to flood the healthcare system. They'll be in a world of trouble if a hurricane came through there, because that's another time when hospitals are full of people that are injured during the hurricane or have medical issues. So they'll be in trouble if some disaster comes through there right now. Big trouble. So last week, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo offered to send 1 day's worth of medication to Florida. The small shipment was enough to treat 280 patients and act as a stopgap for Florida on Saturday while the state was awaiting the delivery. Okay. All right. So, New York steps up to the plate to try to help. But y'all, this is just a mess going on here. And this president is still trying to act like this is not going on in the country and it's going to just magically go away. If you didn't see any other virus magically go away, how the hell is COVID going to magically go away? But see, y'all, this is the mental capacity of the people that are in charge. And I can tell you, it's going to be a cold day in hell before the U.S. gets past this anytime soon, because you got people running this that's more concerned about being political instead of doing the right thing. So, look, I would let it be optional for those that want to be out in public and they don't want to do X, Y, and Z. Let them do it. Let them do it. But I would have a stipulation in there. You are not allowed to overwhelm the system when you get sick. So you want to be out there, be out there. I won't stop you. But you have no right to go whining up in somebody's face when you get it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ron DeSantis is not having such an easy time, In fact, over the weekend, I saw another instance where he was out and he was heckled. So people in Florida are not happy right now. They are very upset with this man and his determination to keep the state open as things are falling apart. Some people are really good in a crisis, but the folks that we are seeing, ladies and gentlemen, lately that are in charge, they are not good in a crisis. Ron DeSantis is definitely up on the list along with Trump. They are horrible during a disaster. Y'all better pray no other disaster, earthquake, hurricane, or anything else hits this place on top of coronavirus, this place will be in a world of trouble. For real. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.